Good morning. Thank you for joining me for Amina's Moment. It's been a long time, but I am back. And I wanted to start off by stating that on January 5th, January 5th, 2024, I felt like I lost my mom. She didn't pass away until April the 20th, 2024. And some of you are like, well, how did you lose your mom in January, but she didn't die until April? Well, that's what this journey is going to be about. And I'm going to put a title on this: Grief Without God is Grievous. And so when you think about grieving and when you think about a loss, it hits you different at different times. It hits people differently. Grief is not a one size fits all. Neither is healing. Let me throw that out there. Everybody doesn't heal the same way. But one of the things that I thought about was that first day that my mom came to me, January 5th. I had taken her, we had gone to get Panera bread. And I think we were just together that day. I don't even know why. Her and I and the kids, we were just out and about. And I believe it was a Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look back at my calendar. But we got back home and she said, Mina, I need to talk to you. And I said, okay. And she told me, she said, do you think it's possible for you and Dedrick to put Kendall in daycare a few days a week? I said, daycare? So she was our caregiver for our children all of their lives. And when she said that, my heart sank because I've known her to be that one. And I said, Mom, I said, you can't do it anymore. And she looked at me with a look I've never seen. It was like a look of, I'm tired. I had never seen my mom tired before. My mom was the strongest woman I had ever met, probably will ever meet. But she did everything. She didn't let her being a woman, her being a single mom, her being older, stop her from doing anything. So when she said that, and when I asked her, I said, Mom, you can't do it anymore? And she said, it's getting to be a bit much. And I said, I got it. And from that moment, when I say I lost my mom, people don't agree with me when I say that. But like I told you, grieving is differently, healing is differently. Don't tell me how to grieve. Don't tell me how to heal. When someone is grieving, they don't need advice. Just put that out there. You know what people need when they're grieving? They need support. They need love. They don't need someone to tell them how to feel, what not to feel, what to think, what not to think. That is not necessary. So I just want to throw that out there. Again, the beginning of this, grieving without God is grievous. When we think about the moments that we experience of losing someone, it's hard. And so at that moment, I felt like I lost my mom because I felt like I was losing my added strength as a mom. And I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what to do at that second. And all I did was cry. And she said, Mina, why are you crying? I said, because you told me you can't do it anymore. And some people might say, well, that's selfish. She was getting older. But my mom I felt like she was superwoman to me. She was. And I felt like I was losing my superwoman. And so thinking about all of that and that day, I'm going to move forward on another video, but I want to let you know that grieving is a process, and it is nothing that happens overnight. It's nothing that you get to say, oh, I get to feel like this today, and then tomorrow I get to feel like that. Okay, I'm gonna cry at this time. Yeah, right. Try putting a timeline on it and see how far you get with it, because it doesn't work. When I lost my dad, it would be random things that I would just break down and start crying, because I lost, and with my dad, I lost him. Not losing him emotionally, I lost him at one time. And thinking about going back to my mom, this process right here, I couldn't have done it without God. I could not have done it without God, because she wasn't my God. Let me make sure everybody understands. She wasn't the one that gave me power and strength. No, the Holy Ghost does that. But I tell you one thing, my mother was my support. She was my greatest supporter. If I ever did anything in church and she enjoyed it, she did like this. And nobody knew what she was doing. That was like our little secret thing. I just shared something with you. That was our little secret thing. But my point is, with my mom, I felt like there was a lot that I lost, but there was so much that I gained, because now as an adult without her, I'm starting to realize, oh, she put that in me. She put that in me. She taught me how to do that. I just forgot it. So we're going to continue this conversation a little bit later. Thank you for joining me for Amina's Moment. And just remember, grieving without God, I don't know how you can get it done. Have a great one. I'll see you next time.